station out in Jackson. Where were you in the world? Stop turning. It's 8:10. Good morning. It is the Moon Crew Show. It's Crockett and Z. Thanks for hanging out. We still have more Jason Aldean tickets to give away coming up sometime for maybe a chance to win before 10 o'clock. We didn't have much luck yesterday.
Okay.
With the we called it the lucky lyric, but apparently it's the unlucky lyric. Nobody was able to win.
It's a tough one. It's a tough one.
It really is.
Still on the same one?
We're still on the same one.
Yeah, it's a toughie.
So we'll give you a shot maybe to come up before 10 o'clock to pick those up. Also, Tim Southers from NASCAR's Marketing and PR are going to join us in a little more than an hour talking about the chase now in full, is set and ready to go for NASCAR. And we'll get his thoughts about this weekend. And plus, he's doing something really cool today, too, by the way. And we'll tell you who's going to be doing it with and what he's going to be doing. That's on the way in just a bit. But right now, I want to welcome in the winner of our Texaco Country Showdown, Valdez, North Carolina's own Kendra Hope. Good morning. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Have you stopped smiling since Saturday?
Not really. I've been really excited.
So your face probably still hurting a little bit from all the smiling.
Yeah,
huh?
it's starting to really get to me. It's starting to hurt.
Are you nervous about the next round?
I'm very nervous because
yeah?
I know like the further you get into it, the harder it's going to get. So, but I just got to go out there and do my best and be who I am and hope for the best. I guess.
Now you're 14, right?
Yes.
You go to Eastburg Middle School, Eastburg High School. I get that wrong again. Yeah, I'm sorry. How long have you been singing and playing, first of all?
I've been singing since I could talk, really, and I started playing guitar about 2 years ago.
So that was the whole intention of picking up the guitar because you wanted to be a singer?
Yeah, and my dad used to play all the time, so
gotcha.
I grew up listening to him. And when I got 2 years ago, I was finally big enough to play. So.
Right. Talk about this process, what it was like to enter the showdown, the performances, and the finale especially. That was a long stretch there for you.
Well, I heard it on the radio. I was listening to your station, and I heard it about y'all like advertising it. So I was like, oh my God, I gotta go put something in. So I did. When I got the email back a few weeks later, I was like, oh my God, they accepted me. But the preliminary round was really nerve-wracking. I was so scared, but when I made it through, that was really exciting. But this last one, I was nervous too, but not as nervous. And then when they called my name, it's just like all the emotions came. I couldn't stop crying. I was like, oh my Lord, I finally won. I thought
the competition, the competitive level from top to bottom, there was no top to bottom. Everybody was on an equal playing field. I thought everybody was really
They were
good.
all very well.
And it seemed to me you guys really got along back there, the contestants.
Yeah, like most competitions, people are like really mean to each other because they're all, competing for that one spot. But everybody was really sweet and nice, and I really liked everybody.
Have you done other competitions like this before, like singing competitions?
I did a Charlotte Music Awards. And it was me and I think 5 other girls, but no, I didn't win that one. But yeah, I did that one. That's like really the only one, I think. Yeah.
So now the song you performed in the preliminary round. By the way, she was our very first performer when we had our first competition, and she was because they drew numbers to see who would go first. She's like, oh great, I'm first. Well, it's gonna be okay. At least it'll be over with. And she was scared to death. I remember that day very well. She was really nervous. But the song you performed that day and then the finale is a song you wrote called we're gonna play here in just a minute. Don't Step on Me. Tell us about that song.
All the years through middle school, I was bullied really badly, and my mom always taught me just to turn the other cheek, and I did. And there was times I really wanted to get violent with this girl, but I didn't. So, because I didn't need to get in any more trouble. So I just didn't, and I finally transferred school, so I got away from that situation. But one day I was thinking about that, and instead of getting violent, I just wrote a song about her and about trying not to step on me.
Yeah. Is that emotional for you to still perform, knowing where it came from? Because you hear artists who write those really sensitive songs, and it's still to this day, it's a 20-year-old song, and every time I do it, it still gets to me. Does it still bother you, or is it still emotional when you perform it?
Yeah, it still bothers me, but I mean, it was in the past.
What about songwriting? How much of that are you doing now?
I just finished a song last night, actually.
Interesting.
So I'm really excited to get that copyrighted and play for y'all.
Is it about winning the showdown?
No,
Did you mention this?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
I'm kidding.
It's actually about like the original country singers and the outlaws of country music, and how things have changed in country. So.
Kendra Hope's our guest. She's the winner of the Texaco Country Showdown. Who are your influences? Who do you listen to?
I listen to a lot of Hank Jr. and Miranda Lambert and Waylon Jennings are my 3 main ones.
Really? Yes. That's a pretty good comment. I think her parents must have raised her right. If you listen to some Waylon and some Hank, you're doing all right. Well, we're going to play your song. It's good. This is the performance from Saturday. This is actually the audio from Saturday's performance. It's Kendra Hope. It's called Don't Step on Me. It's Kicks 103.3. nervous at all.
Raised up in the hills of Carolina, your runner came down in the middle of the night.
I thought the song was longer. It was only like 2 minutes and 43 seconds.
That's a good length. That's a good length for a song.
It really is. And it's kind of upbeat. A lot of the contestants chose ballads. And the judges told us in the end that was not a good thing.
Right. Yeah, ballads are good when you want to cry in your beer. They're not real good.
Ballads are good if you're connecting with an audience, but if you're trying to win a competition, I think ballads didn't work. You know. There was some really good songwriters in that competition that didn't do their original material, which I was surprised.
Yeah, I know, we were talking about hair, and a guy was like, well, last time I sang for originality, this time I was the vocal, and I was like, yeah, but if you sang for originality and vocal, that's when you
Yeah, you get so many points for originality.
Yeah, you get bonus for original song.
But there's some, I mean, you know, when I told them that I thought we had 5 or 6 that could win it, you were in that group. You were in that group who thought we could win. The guy didn't think we'd have more than 1 or 2 that would legitimately have a shot. I said, no, we got 5 or 6 at least. And I talked to most every judge, and everyone said you were in their top 4. You see, all the judges' scores were totally different. I mean, how they judged this, that, and the other, they didn't really collaborate on any of that. But everyone I talked to 4 or 5 and 7, they said you were in their top 4 that they thought should win. So that's reassuring. It has to be. So.
Yeah, this next round, there'll only be a few people you're competing against.
Yeah, there's only like 12 or 13 stations, I think, at the most, that got an entry. So, it's a little harder to get there than it is actually.
How many's going to be at Columbia when they do it?
About 12 or 13.
Oh, is that it?
To my knowledge, yeah. Because there's only about 5 or 6 stations in North Carolina and 6 or 7, maybe 8 in South Carolina. They couldn't get me a pinpointed number. I was trying to figure it out on my own. I couldn't figure it out. I've narrowed it down to about 13 at the most, I think. So. I think Pam's already turned her stuff in to make sure that Showdown people have already got it. They've already emailed me, I know that, but I think she handles all of this. All right, here we go. Kicks 103.3, the Catawba Valley's #1 country station, from our Texaco Country Showdown finale this past Saturday at the historic Morganton Festival. It's Kendra Hope. She's our winner, joining us this morning before she has to go back to school. Can't keep her too long, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to go to school. That's important. So music is. Your dad said this is basically all you've ever wanted to do. Is this really the passion that you think you're going to carry through and follow this through? This is going to be your career.
Yeah, there's nothing better than being on stage and singing, and I just get that adrenaline rush being on stage, and it's always what I love doing, and I hope I get to do it for the rest of my life.
At this point, if you had to name one person to do a duet with, who would it be?
Like to sing on stage with?
Yeah.
It'd be Miranda Lambert. She is my all-time idol. I really look up to her.
Cool.
So.
Well, it's we're proud as heck of you. We were just telling you. We've said several times we thought we had 5 or 6 that could win, and you were in that group that could go all the way. So we have nothing but high hopes and best wishes for you, and cannot wait for you to get on stage in Columbia next month. It's going to be a lot of fun. So practice. We may be worse than your dad when it comes to that.
Yeah.
So make sure she's get plenty of rest. We'll send her bottles of water from time to time. So she's getting hydrated, that kind of stuff. But we do wish you the best of luck. And we'll be keeping in touch with you. Again, we'll probably hook back up with you again right before you go to Columbia.
Okay.
And of course after the fact too. So Kendra Hope, thanks for coming in. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thanks for entering the competition. If there's somebody out there listening who wanted to enter this year and didn't, what would you say to them?
Just keep practicing, and next year make sure you sign up, because it's really worth signing up for. I mean, even if you don't win, just the recognition of being in the competition and meeting all the other artists, it's really something to experience.
Did you learn through this process, even if you had not won, would you have walked away feeling like you learned a lot and became a better artist?
Well, being on stage in front of like all those people, it's made me feel a little more comfortable. Because I mean, I've played stages before, but and being in the competitions, I've learned like other people's styles and how they perform on stage. So yeah, even if I hadn't won, I would have felt like I'd walked away with something.
I think it's something like, as an artist, it's one thing to play on stage in front of a group of people and people cheer for you. It's another thing when you have people sitting there critiquing you. And then you know right after the fact, hey, you made it or you didn't. I mean, that could be devastating, or it could be, a real boost to the ego. Either way.
Yeah, we're definitely pulling for you, Kendra Hope. Thanks for your time. We appreciate it very much. It's 8:20. It's the Moo Crew. Good morning.